We're just about ready to get going here. A warm welcome to you wherever you are in the world. Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that. The action has already started. Silahkan keeps it out wide. He's left his man. He's getting it forward quickly. And now they can launch a counter. Watkins closing out to the flank. And he's there to cut it out. The Bees have statistically the worst defence in the league. Nelson, Thiago, Damslar, goes up and over. Oh, sweet feet. Looking for a decent ball in. Goes looking. Steered out wide. Now it's Watkins. The worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. Villa were imperious when the two sides last met. The fans are asking for more of the same. Pops it in gently.
Jualan.
Watkins shoots! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, as Tesco Peter, the keeper, has just received an A+ goal.
Tries a through ball. And he heaves it forward. Sancho, not as a hit. Brentford quick to defend their manager in the wake of criticisms levelled at him in recent days.
Look, some of the scrutiny is a bit over the top these days, and you're damned if you do and damned if you don't. But he really didn't help himself. His decision-making was puzzling, to say the least.
Jordan Henderson. Just joined us, well, missed no goals. Goes wide. Has a swing at it!
Oh, it's stunning on defence, and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive.
Get out to the wing. And shoots! And it's hoisted clear. Again, looking for options. Cut out in the nick of time. Rodgers. Forward it goes. Sancho. He's got the ball, he's got the space. Nelson battles to win it back. Could move up a gear here. Lose onto Thiago. And it's Henderson. Henderson plays it into the channel. Nelson. Wonderful quick feet. Oh, good interception. Now the pass. Face to face with the keeper. Fitz has got rid of that.
Lewat.
The intervention was very necessary.
Jualan really got caught in the trap there and he just dribbled it out.
Fabio Carvalho. And he's cut it out. Matson. The whistle goes for half time. So another team has broken through. I'm certainly not going to want them trying. It's been an interesting game up to now. Still
Terima kasih udah mendengar. Pemain-pemain
interesting half, just missing goals. So I'm surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break. 0-0. Here we go again.
Well, that first 45 minutes didn't deliver as we hoped. Lots of effort, but a lack of quality with the finishing has left us hoping that someone can step up and produce something a little more magical.
Looks to slip it through. Get himself offside.
Yeah, Peter, they play the high line well, but it's always vulnerable to pacing behind.
Collins. Aimed long and direct. Fabio Carvalho. Sancho. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Now the pass. Loose ball. Who's going to get that? He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Edwards. Thiago. Nelson. He certainly called him there. It's a free kick. He's made certain that won't get through. Rodgers. Looking to the left. Sancho. Watkins. Timely intervention. He's keeping their men at arm's length there.
I just think it's a conservative move to deny runners the opportunity of going beyond that rear guard.
Thiago. Played out to the right. Rodgers. He's now the subject of some adhesive marking.
And they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into a discipline.
Checks on the touchline. Change. That's it. Collins. Fabio Carvalho. 4-0 the score, and we're just about done. A deeply frustrating game. So calm under pressure.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked the scoring position when it didn't see him on. That's really crafty business now.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable. This is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
This isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Just has to be done.
Balls come loose and the chase is on.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Hoist it clear. Brentford, looking like they're about to make a change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it. I think that's happened in this case.
Massive lead! Get that clear. Tries a through ball. Oh, Red, he sorted that out. That's gone a long way up and away. Well, this lead is tight, but it does look as though it may see them through. The Bees finally poised to break their losing streak. Last few minutes. Begin.
The time running out, they have to get the ball in the penalty box, and if it means a long punt, then so be it. They've got to give themselves a chance.
Thanks, Lard. Here's a change that was in the offing. Last one allowed.
Well, his stamina was called into question, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the effort he put in. He was very willing, though not quite able.
He's there to make a great save.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Oh, he really wanted that.
Well, Peter.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough.
I've been in this position myself, and this will be difficult to take. They did everything right and scored.
Yo, masih bergabung komen-komen.
I think we're just about ready to get going here. A warm welcome to you wherever you are in the world. The teams then, Aston Villa against Burton. I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Begley.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Got on the way here pretty promptly. Into the channel. He's in space So looking for options.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away, but there was too much flesh and bone in his top.
Played out to the wing.
Marlon!
Shot a goal! Oh, crucial block!
These early exchanges have been frenetic. It looks like we have a proper game on our hands, Peter. The Villains been good here at home, undefeated in the last 5.
Hoists it high. Oh, Red, he sorted that out.
Marlon. Now it's Watkins. Cullen.
Great challenge.
Aston Villa looking to get back to winning ways following on from that marginal defeat. The Villains, very much the team that started on the front foot.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell. Looks like a good ball through.
Now it's Sancho.
He's left. Can he finish? Goal! Villa!
Aston Villa are really pouncing on any straight passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heavy.
Aston Villa took the lead. 1-0.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
Ball. Who's going to get there? Looks to slip it through. Well played. He saw that coming.
Florentino Luis.
Rodgers really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. Going through. Dangerous looking ball. It's come to nothing.
Matson.
Rodgers passes it through.
In by Sancho.
Massive lead! It's a goal! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
And as soon as they made that error in midfield, they didn't have time to react before the ball hit the net. Very much a lesson learned.
It's 2-0.
That second goal is such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now to get the next goal, and the other will fancy their chances in turning 2 into 3.
Wonderful quick feeds. Shakes the shoots. And in it goes. And they are dragging it back. Game on again. That was glorious. Pinpoint accuracy.
You know, Peter, from the moment it left his foot, it looked unstoppable. That was thumped.
We have got ourselves a game here.
It was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan was being well rewarded when we realised it.
Played out to the wing.
Cash
Tries to get it forward quickly.
again.
Good running with the ball. Can they build on it? Goes wide. Trout calling for him to shoot. Timing into edge. Speed forward. A good interception. Forward it goes. Looking for options. Could cross it here.
Budges. Sancho. Bikin. Plays it forward. Long and direct. Looks to clip it forward. Keeps everyone guessing. Has a hit!
Oh, great save, real class.
Well, you can't ask for more. The final action of the first half. So, really good half of football. 3 goals and just 1 separating them. Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2 goals to 1. We're already back underway here.
Budges.
The ball through. Marlon into some space. Burnley, as though they're about to make a change.
Cullen. The Clarets, with their previous result, is some adept management. Well, Peter, you just can't argue with the substitutions. They were spot on, and the timing of each were perfect too. That sort of decisive management is a winning formula.
Gets his head to it! Harmlessly behind.
Chance! Tristan showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Alex Watkins. Konten. Waddle goes looking. Kyle Walker.
Links one in. He's gone through and he's had a quick look inside. Forward it goes. Real chance to break. So was it or wasn't it? You think the chance, but he did look very, very willing to go down. He's had a crack. That's a fine save.
Absolutely terrific. Terrifically.
Looks a foul. Yeah, referee's given it.
Burnley keeping their men at arm's length here. I just think it's a conservative move to deny runners the opportunity of going beyond that rear guard.
Tristan.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Hope it's just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Spot on, Peter.
No, that's not the ball he wanted.
Marlon. Budges.
Here it is now, surely! Has a pop! And he's there to make a great save.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
It so nearly came off for him.
Sancho very nearly making something happen there. You can't keep a good man down.
Long and high towards the flank. Can he deliver? Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. Brings it out to the wing. Tries a through ball.
Alex Watkins.
Plays it backwards. Well, try again. Sancho. Gorgeous control there.
Aston Villa are clearly looking to kill this game off. It's keeping the ball away from the other end too.
It's a good foot in there.
Burnley are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they can still have a say.
And he's there to cut it out. And out to safety.
Waddle heaves it forward.
Heave to the knees. And a shot!
Aston Villa are looking to make this one safe. They want to reduce the risk.
It's a poor throw that. Picked off with relative ease. Matson gets it away. Sancho. Almost there, and the players can feel it. Good idea, just poorly executed.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Florentino Luis. And the referee brings it to a close. Whatever the shortcomings on either side, it was a great game to watch, just one between them. You sum up what we've witnessed, Jim.
Aston Villa really have a team of the right chemistry, Peter, and it paid off handsomely here. You won't find any test tubes in this bunch.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all
right here. Masa ku masih ada bumerang here. Masih tetap mahir dalam karya. Semangat terus membara like a fire. Crazy second right here. Masa ku masih ada bumerang here. Masih tetap mahir dalam karya. Semangat terus membara like a fire. I'm like a fire in the game. Call me crazy seven. Live as a king and die as legend. Ku mulai dari bawah, bermodalkan karya. Bawana menaik, terbang tinggi tanpa drama, tanpa jilat sana sini. Fokus yang ku saji, bikin yang terbaik, asal takkan hianati. Dan tak pantang mundur, pesertaan yang akan terjadi. Apapun yang akan datang, aku siap untuk hadapi. Crazy second right here, masa ku masih ada bumerang here. Masih tetap mahir dalam karya, semangat terus membara like a fire. Crazy second right here, masa ku masih ada bumerang here. Masih tetap mahir dalam karya, semangat terus membara like a fire. Segelas dari gang ke gang, jelajah kota. Jika tertanggal semua aku pukul rata. Kasih yang terbaik, mesti makin naik. Bukan kaleng-kaleng, kali ini lebih baik. Racikan jelas beda, ini lebih tega. Jangan kau samakan ku dengan mereka. Ini jelas paling best, lagu rugi jazz. Tak percaya coba tes, Messi coba tes. Crazy second right here, masa ku masih ada bumerang here. Masih tetap mahir dalam karya, semangat terus membara like a fire. Crazy second right here, masa ku masih ada bumerang here. Masih tetap mahir dalam karya, semangat terus membara like a fire.
I think we're just about ready to get going here. A warm welcome to you wherever you are in the world. And our live game is Aston Villa against Crystal Palace. I'm Peter Turley and this is Jim Begley.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
We have already started here. Jim's player is best going for goal! Oh, surely that deserved better.
created because of good life and movement, which pretty much dictate the past. I certainly won't want to look back and dwell on that. It was a good chance though.
Defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Rogers passes it through. Sancho aimed in towards the centre.
Jeremy Pino.
Villa were imperious when the two sides last met. The fans are asking for more of the same. Nketiah, he's on his way. It's Nketiah! And he's done it! Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
That is just a top drawer finish. He was always in control and couldn't have placed it any better.
Crystal Palace gets the early advantage. Tries a through ball. Time to deliver. Turns and goes back. Brushed off the ball there. Pino goes looking. Now the breakaway. Again, needs to get it forward quickly. A really good feat from him. Beautifully done. Looking for a decent ball in. Shoots! Disappointing finish in the end. Nketiah. He's set high. It's a brilliant interception. Nketiah hits it! It's easy.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Marlon steaming forward. Now it's Watkins. Marlon. Now it's Watkins. Emerson has that under control. Saar has been included in the starting 11 for the first time in some weeks. The Villains relieved to hold on for a win last time round. Go again now. Nketiah plays it backwards and they'll try again. Oh, great save, real class.
The keeper really dug out his defence then, a magnificent effort.
He's had a shot! Saved only by poor finishing.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
Watkins steered out wide. Massive lead! Oh, taken with style!
Well, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has.
A lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
Villa the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, what a convincing response to going behind. They've got all the momentum now.
Watkins shoots! That really should have hit the net.
Aston Villa are looking quite mean on the counter, and combating that requires even more meanness. Watkins. Jualan.
He's gone for it! Goal! Villa! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
And looking strong on the break. Winning the ball in midfield is one thing, but it's a clever use of counter-attack. That's the real highlight.
Aston Villa throw into the lead.
And for me, this team seems to find it easier to attack than defend. They're better going to need to dig in at the back of it. Kamada.
Now the pass. Ain't long and direct. They can break here. Sancho. He's gone for it! The keeper's done ever so well.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Great lead! Decent effort as the first half draws to a close. The team still separated by one goal, but it should be very different. The midway point of the game.
Well, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
The Villains into the half-time break with a narrow advantage. It's 2-1. The game has already resumed here. Which is made by neither side, from what we understand. Johnson. Corey. The Eagles at the receiving end of some fairly harsh criticism, mainly about the tactical choices made by the boss.
Yeah, but he brought the criticism upon himself by making substitutions that didn't really make sense. They added confusion when he really needed cohesion.
Fists it away. Watkins. He's on a run down the left wing. Looks like a good ball through. He's left his back. Arana. Now he's wondering who wants it. Now it's Sancho. That's it! Just couldn't turn it in.
Crystal Palace can defend those situations better by stopping the crosser at source.
It's so near came off for him.
Dan terus
The
sampai Dino.
motivation and enthusiasm he shows and the quality he produces.
Kamada. Out wide to the right. Tries to meet it! Oh, clinch. Just the wrong outcome.
a more than decent attempt, Peter.
Crystal Palace have plenty in the middle.
They've planned to defend the aerial route and will do so with numbers.
Forward it goes. Played out to the right.
Johnson.
Nketiah hits it! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Nketiah reacted so well to bring that ball under control. It looked easy too.
Rogers.
Jualan. Cash.
Cycling inside here. Has got rid of that. Cash. Plays it forward. He's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Kamada.
Nketiah.
Johnson. He's making a foray down the right.
Crystal Palace are definitely going about this the right way.
Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Just has to be done.
Hopkins plays it out to the wing. Sancho looks to slip it through.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
Kamada. Nketiah. Still scoring, still. It's Nketiah! Oh my word, that is fantastic! He's got himself a peach of a goal!
Unbelievable.
They've done it again! It is incredible! How's that for a class finish?
I just thought he knew exactly what he was doing by fading to one way and then readjusting back. Controlled trickery.
Playing it two, no doubt he's hungry for more. Quite a thriller this one's become.
Crystal Palace surely know by now that they've done so much work in producing the equaliser that they'll battle on for a winner. You know, it's all one-way traffic for them now, and they simply have to capitalise on it. They seem to have lost their sense of direction. It should be higher up the pitch.
Lack of accuracy. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. A very good game of football. No winner. Both sets of fans have got their money's worth. Fine entertainment. But it ends full straight. You look back on the game then, Jim.
Listen, the more this game went on, the draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone would be complaining too much about what they've got.
What remains for me is to Hello and welcome to all of our viewers from around the world. We have quite a game in prospect here, just waiting for the players to emerge, and we will be underway. Our live game is Fulham providing the challenge to Aston Villa. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Bain.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank
Great save, real class.
the keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Steered out wide. That's one out. Lukic. Bassi. Traore. Lukic. Adama Traore. Hit long and direct. Konsa. Jualan. Bassi. So what now? Now it's Watkins. Knocks it in, Jen. Looking to shoot! He's gonna have try.
Marlon did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Fulham manager came in for a bit of flack after their previous result.
I think tactically he didn't make a good job of things for starters, and then compounded matters in trying to correct it. I only hope he sticks skin.
Adama Traore. Real chance to break. Be done. Corner then. Held by the keeper. Berger. It's Berger! Wasn't easy.
I thought the keeper did well to retrieve that. They work all week on that sort of situation. He reacted very well then.
It's a good throw at all, really. He's given away possession cheaply. Sets the throw. That's well read. Adama Traore.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
Goes wide. Sancho. Lukic puts himself back in the starting side for the first time in a while. One. Passes it through. Turns and goes back. He's gone for it! It's a carbon copy of their previous miss.
Aston Villa really are in the ascendancy here, and they know they have to register while that's the case.
Strong punch. Look forward. What does he try from here? It was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Rogers. Towards the flank. And the shot! Really should have hit the net.
Aston Villa just served up a reminder of how good they can be on the break. Their method is clear.
Sancho. Will have trick. He's had a go! He's there to make a great save.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeper.
And he's shown him, he's had a shot! Just off target. Catches it safely.
Cecily
Tries running with the ball at his feet. Obviously moved that. Good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. Goes for goal! Keeper's got good distance on that. Berger.
Cecily. Pau Torres.
Looks to slip it through. Berger.
Cecily.
Berger.
Number Traore. Lukic. Robinson. Reed.
We hit half time, so the other team has broken through. Certainly not for the want of trying. Interesting game up to now. Still holds. And we are up to the break.
Aston Villa ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that pride and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in the second half.
So they're heading no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. It's one!
Number Traore. Adama Traore.
Aston Villa tested that 0-0 draw last time. Rodrigo Muniz! Oh, brilliant! That is brilliant! About as smooth as it gets! Unbelievable! Just the pick-me-up the whole game needs!
Look, there just wasn't much of a fact to begin with. To find it, I think it was a fine glide. I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
The Cottagers put themselves into the lead.
Well, listen, a few words of advice and encouragement from the manager during the break. Nothing straight things out, and it's paid off here. This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
The people getting behind.
Yeah, absolutely. It just opens up the opportunity of not only strikers getting behind, but the runners from midfield too. Marlon.
Watkins with the ball through. Big chance, corner. Great ball and now the shot. Oh, good ball. Big chance. That's called for Warrior, sir.
Rodgers certainly could and should have made more of that.
That's the sort of defending that is going to upset the opposition. Already has, actually.
Yeah, and if he's allowed time on the ball, it opens up a wealth of other possibilities.
Forward it goes. can launch a counter. Watkins. Now the pass.
Doesn't get the pass he's looking for.
Berger. Out to the left it goes. Tries a through ball.
Down up to 75 minutes.
Well, pressure so far, Jim.
They're nearly down, but they're far from out. In terms of chances, they're right up there with these opponents. Torres goes looking.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Watkins.
Looks like a good ball through. And here's the chance to counter. Can he deliver? Oh, well defended. That had to be done.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Massive lead! It's a goal! And with the match slipping away, they have pulled themselves off the canvas. Well, there was to be no other outcome. That has certainly made things interesting.
Aston Villa surely know by now that they put so much work into producing the equaliser. They'll battle on for a winner. You know, it's all one-way traffic for them now, and they simply have to capitalise on it.
Out to the flank.
They're full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Minutes left on the clock.
Watkins passes it through.
Sancho. Timely intervention.
Again, get it forward quickly. Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some end.
Played out to the right. Here comes the corner.
Fulham chosen to bring on the last of their substitutes. The Cottagers making 2 changes as we speak.
So time is nearly up. One final twist perhaps. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Passion and panache and perseverance and in the end parity. A really good game to watch. You sum up what we've witnessed, Jim.
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
Thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to this.
Ya, nada.
Hello and welcome to all of our viewers from around the world. We have quite a game in prospect here. Just waiting for the players to emerge. We will be underway. Here we have West Ham United providing the challenge to Aston Villa. I'm Peter Drury and this is COMDEV. Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble. Action has already started. Who will you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, this fellow Lucas Paqueta has found his feet, Peter. He admitted himself that he applied too much pressure on himself when he first arrived in Italy. He didn't feature as he would have liked, but now he's starting to live up to expectations. And he's not quite the number 10 that Bolognese I think was expected, but he's turned himself into a very creative number 8.
Now, I'm inclined to agree.
Banana.
Rogers. The Villains were imperious when the two sides last met. Fans are asking for more of the same. Forward it goes. Cash plays it forward.
Banana.
Where to from here? Steered out wide. Hit into the middle. Marlon. And the follow-up. Not trying. The outcome could still needs to be a bit different.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close. Yeah, this has been pretty decisive, no doubt, as to who the better side is.
Souček spreads it towards the left. It's a brilliant interception. It's in, and that looks to me very much like an own goal. Oh, it's terribly unfortunate for them, and maybe we can attribute that to a loss of focus. Fortuitous as it may have been, they all count one. Going to go down too well with his teammates. Played out to the right. West Ham United on the receiving end of some fairly harsh criticism, mainly about the tactical choices made by the boss.
I think it was quite fair, the criticism he received. He was blind to an obvious problem, and he was far too slow in reacting to it. He was never going to get away with that.
Now it's Watkins. Now it's Sancho. Sancho looks to slip it through. Souček puts himself back in the starting side for the first time in a while. Coaxed out to the wing. He's got away. Swept in. Defense got better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Who's ball? Who's going to get there? Garland, the ball through. Well read, he sorted that out. Let's put a stop to that. Souček. Shows
to stroke it through. Wants to get it forward quickly. Look forward. What does he try from here? I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Oh, too much weight on that. Lack of accuracy. Looks like a good ball through. Watkins plays it out to the wing. Gets up to head it! Walker Peters. Castellanos. He's off. The shot's off! He's done very well to get to that. Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping. Held by the keeper. Moving to the left. Watkins. To get on the end of this. He's left his man. Shade too heavy. I think he can pick that up. Referee brings the first half to a close. So there you have it. Close sport, half of football. It still had its moments. It ultimately produced just one goal. Aston Villa would seem to still be getting over the OG. It was an honest mistake, and they've got to move on. Aston Villa need to get the balance right to sort this out. Ambition must be complemented by just the right of to shoot. He scores! Well, it's certainly livened things up a bit. That next goal now is absolutely crucial.
He was never going to miss from there. So much to aim at.
I just think it's clever positioning from clever movement, and when all of that is synchronised with the right pass, that's what happens.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think this is a case of anything you can do, we can do too. I mean, they're
Shakes the shoots! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Castellanos brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Oh, he really wanted that.
Yeah, and you can feel and hear how the crowd are reacting to all of this.
Tries a through ball.
Solcheck. Well direct.
West Ham! In goodness, that has ripped the rigging.
Yeah, I just thought he made great use of his upper body there. It would have taken something really special to keep that in.
West Ham United themselves into the lead. Wilson is thinking coming. We're in.
Actually not getting too tight, which is interesting. No, it's probably cautionary. Don't dive in, try to inch it or intercept so nobody can get in behind. Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
He's gone for it! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Back to meet it!
Right back in.
Sancho has a goal!
But this is exactly the approach they have to take now.
Hope is just about some of it, isn't it, Jim?
It just has to be done.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. Out to the left it goes.
Again.
It's pretty clear that he's being singled out.
Yeah, Peter, and it looks like this defence will go tooth and nail to prevent him from getting another.
Up he gets! That's brilliant! 2 up now, and they are cruising. What a great header, got plenty on that.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted it to that net. And then when it comes to the area of the problem, this fella's definitely no slouch.
West Ham 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, that goal should be a big game changer. It's certainly been a big mood changer.
And the finish! They should have put that away.
Oh, it's so very disappointing, but they can't dwell on it. They've got to go again. Simple as.
That's a real chance missed. Hello and a warm welcome to everyone across the globe. We should be underway very shortly. The players will be with us any time now. And here we have West Ham United providing the challenge to Aston Villa. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beck.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Massive lead! Goal! West Ham!
Well, the whole idea is to start as you mean to go on, and that sets it on beautifully.
That is a fine goal.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle. But that was beautifully met, it really was.
West Ham United take the lead, landing the first significant blow in what is certainly a significant contest.
And this is just what the fans wanted. And now that they're celebrating the opening, I think they want to see their team make all the running from here.
Towering header! It's a goal!
Well, that's something that will make the manager proud because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller.
A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
Has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you just score. You can easily lose focus and then play back again.
Castellanos. Paul passes it through. Can he score? Great build-up. Well deserved of better endings.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
It so nearly came off for him.
But that's the motivation and enthusiasm he shows and the quality he produces.
Aston Villa were imperious when the two sides last met. Fans are asking for more of the same. Watkins. Looks like a good ball through.
Lucas Paqueta.
Lifting it over. The pressure on the box. Making a very nice finish, I think, the last game.
Look, some of the scriptures are going over the top of these things, and you're done what you do, you're done what you do. But you really didn't touch it.
And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Aston Villa are so well practiced in the art of wonderful passing and movement, and a real appetite to ensure it's reflected in their goal product.
The Villains are into the lead.
Yeah, for me, this team seems to find it easier to attack than defend, but now they're going to need to dig into the back of it.
Timely intervention.
Lucas Paqueta.
Is it in?
That's great defending to cover for the goalkeeper and just get something in the way. Chip through.
Again. Oh, he's found him in space. Going for goal. And it's hoisted clear.
Lucas Paqueta.
Puts himself back in the starting side for the first time in a while. Plays it into the channel. Bowen. Again. Forward it goes. Somerville needs to slip it through. All a given. Sancho goes looking. Now the pass. Floated through. He's got away. Marlon. Lovely little display of skill that is. Sancho has a goal!
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Oh, he really wanted that.
Well, Peter, I think it's fairly obvious. He's one of the biggest influences out there.
Good interception. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
It was too timid to make it through the defence. It'll be noted and improved upon, I'm sure. action, plays it forward. Sancho, full steam ahead down the left flank. Watkins pushes it out wide. It's gone through and he's had a quick look inside. Gets up to head it! In it goes! And this is getting better and better. A lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted it to that net. And then when it comes to the area of the park, this fan is definitely outstretched.
Villa lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, that goal should be a big game changer. It's certainly been a big mood changer.
Sancho tries a through ball. Now it's Watkins. And the ball's come out. And out to safety. It's a brilliant interception. It's going to be the final action of the first half.
Well, I've seen very little to indicate a comeback in this one, Peter. They've committed to this game with great desire and heart. There's no need to back away from that.
Aston Villa broadly in charge. The contest is still alive. 3 goals to 1. We're already back underway here. Somerville passes it through, and he's cut it out. Caltrones. The ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. Rodgers steaming forward. They got it back as soon as they gave it away. Cash. Great run on the overlap here. Now it's Watkins. Unable to make it happen for all his limitations. Over to the left. Who's he going to play in? Diving header! Great effort. He flew in with courage.
No complaints about his effort and commitment. He just needs to start heading in the right direction.
Low and direct. Aston Villa put it back again. Watkins goes it out to the flank. Steered out wide. Greatly! They are rampant! And they are pulling clear here. And however many surrounded him, that is what he can do.
Demonstrated great strength there, and he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Villa blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. Out wide to the right. He's left his man. Oh, well defended. To be done. Caltrones. He's set high. Somerville! Oh, taken with style! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, I think 2 keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind 1. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure.
Shoots! Time to deliver.
I expect plenty of ball into the box.
It's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Onana. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. To move up a gear here. Torres does well there. Alert. Good son. Needs to get it forward quickly. Sancho out to the flank. Could be a throw-in.
with the ball. Very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. Well played, he saw that coming. Now it's Watkins. Looks like a good ball through. Mason pushes himself well and cuts it out. Hooks out to the wing. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Now it's Watkins. Laid out to the right. He's got away. It's a throw. He's on the back foot. Looks to slip it through. Somerville. He's left his man. Now the breakaway. It's the through ball. Well positioned to make that interception. Keeper's got good distance on that. Rogers. Somerville. Lobs it in gently. Well read, he's sorting that out. Trying to play it through. The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration. Rogers doesn't have an assist to his name. Watkins looks to dig money. He's made certain that won't get through. Going through. Shoots! Sticks it away! Well, from right in front of goal, there was no way he was going to miss. It's rarely a problem when that much time is afforded the penalty box. Nobody says where the danger was lurking. The finish was made a lot easier. Snaffles his third, and that earns him the match ball. This is one of the best performances I've seen in a while. He's practically taken on this team single-handedly. They don't know how to stop him. I think you have to admire his willingness to keep running away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think. There goes the final whistle. What's that match? What a comeback. That is how to respond to adversity. Truly deserving winners. Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Aston Villa really are a very good away side, Peter. They showed a resolve and resilience here.
Sampai aku mampu saksikan ibu jembari tetap gas terus. I'll still rolling now, never stop. I'll still rolling now, masih tetap main terus sampai aku mampu saksikan ibu jembari tetap gas terus. Jatuh dan kembali bangkit tetap kepala bangku. Aku tak rasa sakit terus bergerak dan bertumpu. Patah tutup bulu, patah kalah, patah minggu, tak mati walau bertumbuh. Takkan tetap ada dan berlipat ganda. Yang akan dimakan dan cara-cara ganda. Menyambut you want feel the line. Pasatan hujan badai kau akan terus main. Menyambut I'm still rolling now. Never stop, I'm still rolling now. Masih tetap main terus sampai aku mampu. Sesekali hujan badai tetap gas terus. Menyambut I'm still rolling now. Never stop, I'm still rolling now. Masih tetap main terus sampai aku mampu. Sesekali hujan badai tetap gas terus. You want to fly, I'm motherfucking
The warmest of welcomes to you. We await the conclusion of the pre-game formalities. Our live game is Aston Villa against Sunderland. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Begley.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
You can see we've already started here.
So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for? This lad, James Sancho, is worthy of football hype. A player who had all the right characteristics to make a great winger, but he's added a first attempt hasn't quite drawn first blood, but they've got a slight edge. Goes looking.
Let's make sure that that won't get through.
Black Cats must be pretty concerned about this fixture, Tyler. Yeah, and when you've got fixture congestion, it only takes an injury or two and it can heap more pressure on a very difficult spell.
Needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. He's going to shoot! Oh, that's magnificent!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliant and classy finish, it could be a very long way for the defence to prevent them up from again.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
And that's what I call finishing. Right in the corner, he knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead.
That goal has got the whole stadium rocking here. This is exactly the kind of atmosphere the players should feed off.
Johnson is for reading and intercepts. The Villains. Into the side's last man. So asking for more of the same. Watkins. She's in out wide. Marlon. Now it's Watkins. Who wants it? Aimed low and direct. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Traore. Looks like a good ball through. He's had a shot! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Watkins. Robbie equalised in their last game with an early header. Rodgers gets it back. Cash. So they've got the only goal to make it 1-0. Now it's Watkins. Tries one! Sancho. Picks it up for the goal kick. Sancho. The apologies, they should have come up with something better there.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Masuaku. Xhaka. Masuaku. The referee has just said play on. Out wide to the right. Watkins. Comes it out to the wing. In into the middle. Good take by the keeper, he's read that well. It's Xhaka. Ronaldo. Masuaku. Robbie. Again. Looking to break out here. Out the pass. Jualan trying to play it through.
The movement was good, but the pass out caused a mild frustration.
Watkins. Good interception. Whistle goes for half-time. There we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half. There has only been that one goal. It was very, very tight.
But they showed glimpses of some wonderful football to go with the lead at half-time, and that's definitely pleased the fans. I think they'll be looking to keep this intensity up around the second half.
Aston Villa back to the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. There's a hit!
Oh, it's die-hard defence and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive. Robbie clearly became one-eyed then. He just decided to force it.
Very well to intervene. Xhaka.
Ronaldo.
It's Xhaka. Masuaku looks to thread it through. Rodgers.
Jualan.
Passes it through. Now it's Watkins. Marlon. Xhaka. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. Now it's Watkins.
This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Right, the people getting in behind.
Yeah, absolutely. It just opens up the opportunity of not only strikers getting behind, but the runners.
Has a swing at it! Masuaku goes looking. Again. Watkins. Sancho. look inside. They didn't manage to get nearly enough into the box. That speaks of little ambition. Through it. Sunderland, look as though they're about to make a change. Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made a scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change. Crosses it. Header! Yes, it's there! There seems no way back, but they are level. Black Cats have the equaliser, and we are all square. Look, this is not for the faint-hearted, Peter. This is hard and fast football. Stick out a leg for a good challenge. Looks like a good ball through. Aston Villa showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now. That is terrific skill. Put it in deep. Aston Villa, they're full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously. It's Shaka. Luffy. Who saw this coming? Extraordinarily, they have been denied as late and as dramatically as can be. Goes wide. Bikin. To get on the end of this. Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some head. 5 minutes remaining now. Xhaka really struggling to influence the game. We're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes. Watkins, already of course on the score sheet. Masuaku conceives a free kick for that. So time is nearly up. One final twist, perhaps. Good save, got a decent twist on that. Masuaku plays it wide. He's got options out wide. Grabe. He's a look and plays it in. That intervention was very necessary. And that is that. Well, nobody is totally satisfied, but it was a more than decent game, a super watch. To summarise what we've seen today then, Jim.
Aston Villa, neither side could get over that.
We never give up, never give up, still rolling up, still rolling up. We never give up, never give up, still rolling up, still rolling up. Yo, we lay out you on the track, must inside the dollar track, must sit on the line through, swing never give up, never back down. Go back the moon, do it, up, go down to the guns. Tak bisa kau ukur, laku menuju tanpa batas. Berikan bagi hati kepada generasi. Persatuan eksistensi ku ingin jadi lebih berarti. Kelak tidak terpensi, kau pastikan mengerti. Ini bukan sekedar main pun yang ku punya legasi. We never give up, never give up, still rolling up. the new generation from Pepe Coinasia. Bereformasi jadi unit Swingcoin Nusantara. And now we going crazy, ini waktunya menggila. Ambil kendali, sajikan karya lebih gila. Jamkan akan ku buktikan, aku patah untuk ku lebihkan aku. Beda dengan yang lain, jadi jangan lambai samakan kita. Sudah jelas beda, kau soal bumbu dan racikan yang ku sajikan. Sembarang sembari takkan jangan bergila.
Hello and welcome to all of our viewers from around the world. We have quite a game in prospect here, just waiting for the players to emerge. And here we have Manchester City providing the challenge to Aston Villa. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beckley.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
As you can see, we've already started here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who do you make the difference?
Well, this guy, Rodri, is a player I like a lot. He's someone who quietly gets on with his job by doing a lot of the simple things exactly right. His game's all about playing short balls, forming triangles, and the speed of thought is actually quite impressive. It often keeps him away from trouble.
Still certainly been leaning heavily on him. Marlon, offside.
Yeah, it looks like he did make his move just a smidgen too early.
Kovacic. Manouche. It's Bernardo Silva. Matson. Sancho. Tries a through ball. He's in space and looking for options. In by Sancho. Silva. Cautious start from both teams. Looks to slip it through. Cash. Forward it goes. Out to the flank. Keeps everyone guessing. Kovacic charges in. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Real chance to break. Marlon. Lovely bit of skill. Shoots! Stop, that wasn't easy.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort. Again. Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva.
That is a terrific run. Deftly done. Timely intervention.
Watkins.
Rogers. Moves it across. Goes for goal! Oh, I didn't catch it right.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looks a harder thing to do.
Manchester City ball, but really going through with it. A chance! Keeper's ball. Rogers. The ball through. He's gone for it! He's done very well to get to that.
And it's best opening to the keeper just received and then cross through.
keeper. Can he score? He's going to bring the deadlock. That would be a good sign. He's having a look round. It's Kovacic. Gets into some space. Cash plays it forward. Plays a clever pass. Tries to get it forward quickly. Looks like a good ball through. Sancho. Goes looking. Good sides have drawn blanks and 12 at times. So there was the first half. Aston Villa ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment. That has to be maintained in the second half. So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And we're off again. Aston Villa can feel really happy with themselves. The scoreline doesn't back it up, but they played with urgency and purpose. They can't afford to lose patience in this second half. They've got to persevere. And the finish! Big moment! Massive goal! Well, when one or two others were maybe a tad slow at restarting this game, then up steps a big character who was simply switched on and bright, and he sparked another advantage for his team at an important stage. It all goes well. They're looking strong on the play. Winning the ball in midfield is one thing, but it's a clever... Bill Hamilton! It's a goal! And this is getting better and better. Aston Villa are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attack. Now the pass. It's been certain that won't get through. Haaland. Somehow it stayed out. It's long and direct. That's it. From Sancho. Ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Keeper's got good distance on that. Jerky, delicate ball. Kovacic. Defending was physical, no nonsense, and it had to be. He's at Haaland! Same again, same outcome. Manchester City really putting a few chances together here. Taking what can only add to such good momentum now.
so absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game. I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from the forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, any good team really, the striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
In into the middle. Donnarumma deals with it effortlessly. Haaland. Czechny. It's been called now, it's a foul. Czechny! Oh, that is special! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Unbelievable. And he's produced a beauty. This is threatening to become a really good game.
It was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could really well reward them with an equaliser. This is exactly the approach they have to take right now.
There's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must. Spot on field. Goes for goal! Lingered over it and had the chance to counter a goal.
Peter, the best counter-attacks are pacey and incisive, we know that. And that one never really got going.
Oh, he really wanted that.
And you can feel and hear how the crowd are reacting to all of this.
Ruben Diaz
Goes looking.
It's Agar. Haaland.
Rodgers. Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Good interception. Forward it goes. Offside. Yes, it is.
Rodgers. Wants to win it, Manchester City. Definitely not going down without a scrap. Their attitude just can't be beaten.
Shoots! Should have equalised.
Well, the lead may be fragile, but the keeper was focused and strong.
Referee's called play back as picked up the original offence.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted it to that net. I think when it comes to the area requirement, this fella is definitely no slouch.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, extra time looms now, but that leveler creates great impetus, and they've got to fancy their chances of clinching victory from what looked like the jaws of defeat.
Haaland is has a swing at it. Oh, nearly. It so nearly came off for him.
Yeah, and you can hear how the crowd are reacting to this too.
Aston Villa, as though they're about to make a change. Watson. Dia. Maybe to the left. Tielemans going through. Oh, it's fabulous!
And having relinquished an earlier lead, there was a little more pressure on them regaining it, and this fella was one of the few on the pitch with the quality to manage a decisive late beauty. And it must be over now. decisively. Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet. Sharky clips one through. It's just a question of running down the clock now. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. And that's it. On to the semi-final. Another hurdle cleared. Next up, the Aston Villa was great. Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid off handsomely to squeeze the win out of a draw sometimes. I think we're just about ready to get going here. A warm welcome to you wherever you are in the world. And our live game is Newcastle United providing the challenge to Aston Villa and Peter Drury. And here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beck. Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is. Just joining us, we are already on the way. What do you think this towering header? He's delivering all right! Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. Train here, they didn't look easy. Look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header. If you get it slightly wrong, you'll struggle, but that was beautifully met. The Villains took the lead, landing the first significant blow in what is certainly a significant competition. Happy for them to get a nosebleed put away from home was brilliant, but these home fans will demand a response. Scorers, 4 of them in front of goal. Sancho, Aston Villa furious from the two sides' last bet. Asking for more of the same. Barnes. It's a brilliant interception. Now the pass. Could move up a gear here. He's left his man. Marlon. Sancho has a goal! And the ball's come out. Can he score? Aston Villa have created a real intensity from the start, and there's no sign of any let-up. Marlon. Wonderful quick feet.
Ball's come loose and the chase is on. Shoots! At all that this is the guy who's had such a positive impact.
Well, not only can a player of such high caliber show the imagination and set of the ball, but he can also produce when the pressure's on to deliver a big moment. This guy was born to create.
The ball through. Rogers. Sancho. Tries a through ball. That's a goal kick. As the referee concurs. Bruno battles to win it back. Barnes. Looking for options. Who's getting there? Great ball to play in, but he will be gutted to miss that.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Can he finish? Bruno Guimaraes. Passes it forward. Brushed off the ball there. Aston Villa scoring in the first 10 minutes to make it 1-0. Matson. Would be a throw-in. Throw it again. Bruno needs to switch the play. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Watkins pushes it out wide. And that has been clubbed away. Into the middle. Great lead! He's going to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
Oh, he really wanted that.
Yeah, he's been at the centre of a lot of things, hasn't he? Mostly good, I should add.
Very well to intervene.
Matson.
Some good play on the left-hand side now to profit from it. Moving towards the centre. Well won, that's good play.
Lana.
Going for goal! That's it for the first half. A breathless ending. Here we are, after they go for half-time. Did indeed come in the first half. There has only been that one goal. It was very, very tight. So, views on the first half?
Yes, they'll be light, but it's a reversible situation. As long as better defence is focused on what the second goal and the counter, they know they have the wherewithal to come up with what they need.
Villa heading into the dressing room, pleased with the goal. They have that all-important lead. Analysis to come during the break. So we're just settling back into this second half. Aston Villa. Pizza! Back of the net! And the second half is off to a flyer! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, for me, you can't fault the keeper. The effort went,
Shoots! What a wonderful goal!
well, that's That's what top players do. They can seize the initiative almost single-handedly, and that goal eases them in front once more to make this second half look a little more promising. That's always a great sight on a football pitch. Nimble footage, great balls, and a really cool head to finish. That kind of dribble was really strong. The Villains put themselves into the lead. Tries to stroke it through. Marlon looking as though he's being given special treatment here. Treatment he could well do without. Yeah, and getting on the score sheet has clearly made him a mark man. And a header! That's a cracking strike, and it may have stung the times of the keeper. It's thrilling, and the peculiar run of conceding goals, but still somehow avoiding defeat. Yeah, it's quite a bizarre stretch, actually. Their whole ethos is based on how many goals they can score. It's cavalier and highly entertaining, but there has to be a... This could fall anywhere! Stitch defending, but that'll do. Bruno Guimaraes. It's normally around now that the managers think about making changes. Going through. Crossing here. But this is exactly the approach they have to take now. It's just about the sum of it, isn't it, Chip? Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do. And now the breakaway. Looks to slip it through. Sancho passes it through. It's the goalkeeper's to play. Home. Maybe to the left. Pizza. Already in the game. Pizza! Villa back again. Watkins. Newcastle have anticipated an aerial bombardment. Just looks like mass defence. It's a case of needs must at certain times, Peter, and they have to respond to what's being asked of them. Paul, Gordon. It's up, the shot's on! No mistake! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. The first touch was absolutely heavenly, and because of it, the finish was a mere formality. Quite a thriller this one's become. That goal just serves to give them the momentum and psychological edge there at this stage, but for me, they've got to chase away. Look, this can still go either way. It might be throwing one wide, but there's still time for some end. Paul plays it forward. Murphy. Gordon. Gordon! Goal! Newcastle! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. He was never going to miss from there. Look, there's only one player who merits all the praise. Not only did he finish it, but his instincts for being where he was, absolutely top notch. Magpies took the lead, and I think you can write this one off with Carol. It's been a joy to watch them haul themselves right back into it. Yeah, can they hang on? You thought that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Just get it forward quickly. But with time running out, they have to get the ball in the penalty box. If it means a long punt, then so be it. They've got to give themselves a chance.
So hello and a warm welcome to all of you worldwide. Just waiting for the central characters to make their appearance, and we will be underway. Our live game is Newcastle United providing the challenge to Aston Villa. I'm Peter Drury and providing analysis and expert pizza! Great save, real class.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeper.
Tried to stand in his way, he just was not to be denied.
I think that defence there thought they were in a good position, and they had it where they wanted, yet somehow he's won the scoring position.
That's amazing! He's done very well to get to that.
And as Test opened, the keeper had just received a nail cross away. Rodgers really has shown an example of why indecision is fatal.
Barnes, Ramsey, Bruno Guimaraes, is it out to the flank? Murphy, he scored! 2-0, and they're already threatening to run riot. The cross was inch perfect and the header unearned.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted it to that net. I think when it comes to the area of the target, this
shakes the shoots. Hope gives chase. He's got options in the box if he gets his shoots. Just needed better contact.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looks a harder thing to do.
When the two sides last met, so asking for more of the same. Murphy, Newcastle in the corner, and the referee concurs. Jualan absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, they say that your front lads should be.
He's had a goal! Ball to play in, but he will be gutted to miss that.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
It so nearly came off for him.
But that's the motivation and enthusiasm he shows, and the quality he produces.
Villa, the most prolific team in the league this season. To admit defeat. Won't be surprised if he tries that again. Murphy. Of course on the score sheet. Chance to break. Sancho. Lean into the middle. Hits one! Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion.
He shouldn't have been given the time to take that on his chest and get the shot away. That was slack defending.
Aston Villa themselves back into contention. Can he finish? Bikin. Watkins. The ball through. Going through. pull through. Trippier, sit back. Watkins trying to play it through. Peter, his body shape was a giveaway before he made the pass, and its obviousness was appreciated. Rogers, again. Cash. Looking for options. It's a brilliant interception. Lobs it in gently. Oh, waited. He's left it balls! Again, let me mention what a wonderful stop the goalkeeper pulled off there. Really wonderful. Watkins. Sancho. It's a loose ball. The defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. That's a good pass in there. Reached half-time. Really good half of football, 3 goals, and just 1 separating them. Well, it's not anyone's game, as both sides have shown they have goals in them. As for the next one, should it arrive, that may have a bigger bearing as to who emerges victorious. Just back from your break, resumption of the second half. I think they've got to go out at the start of this second half now and set a tone that smacks of intent and determination. Should they manage it, I think they can find a way back. Rogers. Maxi. Watkins. Comes it out wide. Ramsey. Renault plays it forward. Plays it out to the wing. The assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Look, I know our vantage point is very different, but you look gone. Marlon. Rogers. Cash. Alex Watkins chooses to go back, goes for goal! And he's there to make a great save. The keeper really dug out his defence then, a magnificent effort. That's it, mate! Oh, really is nothing. Sancho did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again. Yeah, that's top defending and preventing and turning, which can open up many possibilities. Yeah, that's top defending and preventing and turning, which can open up many possibilities. It's a great ball. Hotman, makes it clear. Sancho. This is exactly the approach they have to take over. This is the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? You just have to hold everything at it and hope for a break. It just has to be done. Alex Watkins, Rogers, still stroking through, brings it back. Forward it goes. Newcastle United have anticipated an aerial bombardment, which looks like mass defence. It's a case of needs busted, so up he gets! It's anyone's ball! It's the
sort of defending that is going to upset the opposition. Already has, actually. And having notched the goal already, Peter, he's not going to be allowed to run off the shoulder as much as he wants. And he heaves it forward. Here's a corner.
Straight through to the keeper.
Watkins.
Out wide to the right.
He's found him in space. There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to an end. Will they? That's the motivation. Gorgeous control there. Kane put it away!
Should have equalised.
Oh, that'll be a major disappointment for him. That should have got his team back in the game.
There's a poor kick by the keeper. Been intercepted. Good running with the ball. Can they build on it?
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell, man.
He's had a shot! More pressure on the opposition goal.
Aston Villa really putting a few chances together here. Taking one can only add to such good momentum now. Barnes. Bruno Camarish. It's safe to say that they just need to manage this to secure the win now. Edges.